Welcome back to King's Court.
Well, it's two friends that talk about sports.
Everything health and wellness.
Today, you already know, week 10, college football. We got some crazy upsets.
This is the most upset since I think it was week 8 or 7 that had a lot.
They had the most upsets. Crazy numbers upsets. Your team probably was one of them, and you probably got mad or lost some money. Yeah, that's on you.
And I'm not gonna lie, some of these really shocked me about how they turned out. And I'm gonna start off with the one that shocked me the most: Texas A&M versus South Carolina. The number 10 Aggies got upset by the Gamecocks, 44-20.
How you gonna beat LSU last week
in a comeback victory?
In a comeback victory, we didn't get to speak much because it was planned at that time that we was recording it. But I was right in my prediction. Texas A&M won.
Yeah, came back and beat them 38-23.
Surprisingly, you was right in your other prediction before with the other team you had.
Kansas State beat Kansas
State. They beat it like it likely need be.
Mm-hmm.
But again, on this game, what happened? What happened?
That's what happened. They did not score at all in the second half of the game, and that can't happen.
No, not at all. And then they got stopped the third and fourth. Man, that's crazy. They so that talk in that locker room on halftime, coach smacked some heads.
I mean, y'all were tied 20-20 at halftime. I knew it wasn't good then, but I didn't know it was going to be like this, though.
They contained them that hard at the last half. So what happened? Did y'all just gave it up and gave it to them? Basically, pretty much.
I see a lot of undisciplinedness because both teams had a fumble, but y'all had the interception. And y'all had 7 penalties for 68 yards.
That's too much.
Unacceptable.
That can cost you the game really quick and everything. You wouldn't even know much about it. They both lost a fumble.
Yep.
And everything. And then there was one interception on Texas A&M.
And both teams were terrible for third down.
Oh man.
4 for 15.
Yeah,
5
15,
for 13.
5 for 13. They was awful on that. That can't come on.
But I would say this. The fact I saw how they were with Alabama when they had that close game with y'all. I knew they had a good run game then, but to run for 286 yards.
Their rushing game, they was attacking the ground the whole time.
3 TDs on the ground.
They attacked the ground though, so he ran through their O-line.
And the quarterback Sellers, not only did he have 13 for 27 in the passing, 24 yards, 2 passing TDs, 15 carries, 106, average 7 yards per carry and 1 touchdown.
This fool really took over that game. It was his game.
Really
they had the best passing compared to any of them.
Now this makes me wonder about South Carolina. If he wouldn't have got injured during the LSU game where that was going to be an upset, would they be like 6-2 right now?
I think they
maybe
would.
Maybe even 7-1 because
this is the best season they. To be honest, this really is the best season South Carolina had in a long time. So I can't say nothing bad about them, especially to play a caliber team like this 10 and beat them while you unranked.
24.
I mean, where South Carolina, where was this spirit beforehand? But we know injuries happen. It's name of the game. You never know who's gonna get hurt.
I know they wish they had a do-over on this season though, because that injury where he didn't finish out that game, missed the next game, it kind of cost them some wins because I feel like they would have won more. But anyway, good job, Gamecocks. Good job, Aggies. Y'all gotta do better, man. I know y'all fans are upset in College Station, and they should be.
I would too. You don't get beat on like that. Unacceptable, and for your caliber. All right, for one, I got right now Ohio State, Penn State. Y'all know how it stands. I'm not an Ohio State fan at all.
He don't like them because they got their colors.
I don't like them. I wanted Penn State to win, but you don't get everything you want.
That's true.
Pretty much. What was the score on it?
20-13.
Ridiculous, Penn State.
And I got to say this about Penn State. To me, this is the Big Ten's version of Georgia versus Alabama.
Yeah, all the time. Every year they always good.
When you need to beat your rival, you can't do it. Because, look, for the longest, until Kirby Smart won them championships, he needed to. But they lost the regular season, but in the playoffs, he made it count. They won.
They won.
He could not beat Nick Saban to save his life. Penn State, when y'all going to finally break through and beat Ohio State?
When you're going to break, they always lose to them.
Y'all don't ever beat Michigan or Ohio
State. It's always a problem for me. Eventually, you're going to say enough is enough.
I mean, that trophy case is getting more dusty as the years go by. Y'all ain't won it in a long time, Penn State.
They got stopped in the second, unscored. And then they got stopped again in the last of the fourth. It was a close game, like it was pretty much. But Ohio State technically outscored them. They both had touchdowns, and last time they had the field goals, third and fourth. Penn State, why did you not go for any field goals after? You only went for one of them. Y'all probably could have went for one in the second and went and at least try harder in the fourth. How you score 0 in the fourth?
The thing is, man, the Cardinals saying you cannot go a single quarter without scoring. It can always bite you, and you went 2 of them.
2 without any. You could at least
and
3.
The fact that this game was
got
still
a field
close.
goal range.
We only lost by 7. I mean,
the field goals really could have helped you out right there. It could have been a 1-point game y'all maybe lost by.
Yeah.
But I give it to them. At the end of the day, Ohio State was that dog. They both forced interceptions. Ohio State had a fumble. Penn State didn't. So, yeah, you did not capitalize on that fumble.
They didn't. They gave you extra chances with the ball.
They gave extra chances, you messed it, and you blew it, which is unacceptable.
But, that's why I cannot take Penn State seriously. I said the same thing about Michigan before they won last year. I said, I don't take Michigan seriously. They won last year. They got my respect.
Yeah, they got it. And, look, Penn State awful for third down, 3 and 11 to Ohio State 6 and 13. That's not bad.
It's not.
That's really not bad.
That's close to 50.
55% almost. But not almost close to 50, but he's 55% accurate compared to 3 and 11. That's 40%. You're 30% accurate on your third down one. So, no.
That's unacceptable. At some point, something got to give. You got to want it. You need to take a page out the Bulldog book and say, no more. No mas.
No mas. No mas. I said, Like, no mas, vato. I'm tired. All right, what's the next game you want to break down?
Man, the game I want to break down, because this game, excuse my language, but it was a damn shame. Duke lost to Miami 53-31.
When is Miami going to just stop cutting it close?
That offense too good. Their defense, I don't like their defense.
They got
so many weapons on offense. It's ridiculous. Look, they were down 28-17 in this game. And in the second half of this ball game, they outscored them 36-3 to come back and win 53-31.
They put a stomping on Duke.
They did, man. 400 yards of passing offense and 126 rushing.
Their offense is just something you got to watch out. So their offense is built like SEC, how they running it and how they playing. They got a dangerous offense, but it will bite you in the butt later on.
I will give
it'll bite you in that culo later on. I promise you.
Oh yeah, it would definitely do that. I'll give you this though, Miami. I've been on y'all defense. Y'all did force 4 turnovers, 3 interceptions and 1 pick, but I don't know if that was because y'all played so good or because they were bad. I think it's a little bit of both because y'all ain't impressing me too much on defense.
Yeah,
offense, yes. But defense, no.
Yeah, defense, they ain't never really been that hurt. But they got 3 interceptions thrown on Duke, and only 1 for you. No, it's not bad for Miami. I give it to you on that one. And that's not bad for what. 4th downs, they didn't go for it. They didn't go. But they had way better third down completions. They're 50%. There's 50%.
Yeah.
I'll take that. They 50% chance. That's a 50 chance. I'll take that any day. 5 and 13.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad either.
It's not bad.
That's not bad at all compared to handle a team, Duke, to handle a team like Miami. I really they started off pretty good, but then they just after the second half they lost it.
I'll say this, Duke. You got to stay consistent because last week you went up against SMU. You took them down to the wire. You lost by 1, 29-28. Y'all got to finish these games out. You got to, especially when you got a good team like this. You got a chance to make a name for yourself.
You got
y'all 6-3. Y'all are basketball good, but y'all 6-3.
That is pretty good. Y'all had a time to redeem yourself. But like you said, at the end of the day, it comes down who wants it the most.
And obviously, Cam Ward is making a Heisman case.
Yeah. Obviously, y'all don't want to know Miles. Y'all don't want to know more.
Now, speaking of the team y'all played last week, we got to talk about that upset too, because number 20 SMU played number 18 Pittsburgh, and they blew them out 48-25.
That wasn't even a game. SMU, shout out, toss out to y'all. The Mustangs, y'all did y'all thing right out there.
Look, I knew it was going to be bad.
Damn good
at
time.
halftime, it was 31-3. They scored 21 points.
24, excuse me. In the first 4 half, that's crazy. And then still go back later and drop a 14 piece, just like Pitt did too. So, but Pitt turned up only too late in the game. It was too late. Where was that energy beforehand? You got to come out there strong. You can't be like that. It can cost you the game.
It was out of hand at that point. Hey, you know what? Tell? The turnover battle. SMU was clean. Now, they had too many penalties. They were 10 penalties for 85 yards versus Pitt's 6 for 66. So you got to clean it up, SMU. But y'all turned the ball over no times. Yeah. They had a fumble and an interception thrown.
That was perfect. They knew how to use the ball. They held on to it right. They knew who to hit it to. They was just, at the end of the day, they was the well-oiled machine in that game.
Very disciplined. I like it. Well, besides the penalty, but hey, didn't turn over the ball. That's
you got penalties. You're a little dirty, but y'all still kept it. Y'all cleaned it up too, and then y'all came out strong hitting it. I like that. That can boost your team morale even better. You come out swinging at the beginning.
Yeah, you got to. Because people was expecting, pick on roll, y'all. No, they didn't. But look, 50% on third down, while the other team was 5 for 16. What's that like? Damn, that's what 30%.
Yeah,
almost?
That's 30%. Yeah, 30.
Like
That's crazy. That's not good at all. Especially the times when you need it, because half the time you're not gonna risk a fourth. You're gonna punt. Yeah. So this is your third try now. This is what counts. This is what counts. You need to have your people there for the time that really counts like that.
Now I had SMU win it, but I did not know it was gonna be a blowout, man. I mean, to win by 23. Hey, good job, Mustang Panthers. Y'all got to do better. But I see who the team to watch out for in ACC.
Yeah, they got something to watch out for on that one for them. Man, I'm gonna break down that upset. One of the upset alert, which did happen. Louisville to Clemson. Clemson, a damn shame y'all played atrocious in this game.
Oh, we talking back
y'all
to the ACC.
Did awful for my ACT favorite team. Y'all did bad. How you let Louisville come up there and smack you, number 11 team? Louisville.
Hey, Louisville sneaky good, man.
Sneaky good ain't even a word for how they don't even win much.
I mean, come on. Miami last week. Now, Miami they scored way too much.
Miami whooped up on them.
But they put 45 on Miami, so they showed they can score now.
They showed they can score, and obviously Clemson took them as a joke. And it came back to bite them after, which is what serves them right.
Yeah.
Don't come out here and expect that you're going to whoop up on this team. You do not know what happens in college football at all sometimes. First half, Louisville was down, Clemson was up. Second half, Louisville hit that, stayed on their neck hard, 14 points. Clemson did not score. 2 quarters. That's really what cost them the game. They didn't score 2 quarters. If y'all could at least just got 1-3, just a 3-point in, or another 3 is good still. But they shut y'all down twice, and y'all to pick up to the last. They dropped 14 to their 7. If y'all would have had another touchdown, y'all would at least been close enough.
Clemson, I'm just shaking my head because how you come out the locker room, you're supposed to be refreshed after halftime and just lay a goose egg.
Just coach talk obviously didn't mean nothing. Coach talk didn't mean nothing to y'all. Y'all deserve to run hills the way y'all played like that.
And look, let me tell y'all some baffling stats. Clemson had 31 first downs. Could not score 2 quarters, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
While Louisville, only had 19 first downs.
So that makes no.
So y'all were moving the ball up the field.
But y'all just lost it. I mean, it was both teams. And the thing about it was worse is no fumbles, no interceptions. It was perfect.
And no turnovers. So what happened?
What are you doing with the ball? Y'all didn't get y'all play calls right or something, that's unacceptable to begin with.
And then y'all only giving 4.5 yards of play, which ain't terrible, but come on now.
But look, the third down, 11-23. To Louisville's 4-12. They had better stats and still lost. Louisville just knew how to move the ball in the air precisely.
With bigger chunks.
Yep, bigger plays, more precise plays. I explained it. They've had the ball more, yes, but if you have the ball more, do something. I mean, that's like me having a whole bag of money, right? Right? I got a whole big bag of money, and then instead, I'm just holding on to it. But you got the big bag of money, and you went and bought other stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like equipment and other stuff, making money back, but I'm still holding on to my big old bag of money. I'm not going to get nothing.
Nothing at all. And look,
you didn't get nothing from that, man.
Clemson, y'all had the ball for over 37 minutes, almost 38, while Louisville barely had over 22. What did y'all do with y'all time?
It was wasted. They wasted their time. I mean, this is unacceptable. I'm going to say how it is. This gets King's Court. There's no excuses.
I know Dabo Swinney ain't happy with y'all boys, man. That is not tight.
That's not the Clemson I like to see. I'm hard on y'all because I like to see Clemson play. I expect that from y'all. Y'all the ACC favorite. My ACC favorite.
Mine is Miami because I know what's going to happen.
So here, Miami, I'm a Clemson one. So y'all not looking like y'all not going to be doing good on it. What you want to break down?
Man, I got to talk about a team, man, that's still this late in the season. They are undefeated. The Hoosiers came out of nowhere. They are 9-0. Number 13 in the country, but they're going to move up because all these upsets.
Mm-hmm.
Just put belt to ass on Michigan State. It's 47-10.
That wasn't even.
In Spartan Stadium. You got to deal with that at
That
home.
was a beating. They got home getting it beaten like that. Only other people who got it beaten bad like that is, I'll tell you about the next one. They got it beaten. They got it beaten, boy. They got a real bad beating.
And the thing is, man, they were terrible for third down. 2 for 10. It was awful.
That's not good for them to have to play like that in there. But they was expected to win too.
Negative 36 rushing yards too.
Damn.
Michigan State.
Oh yeah, they ate them up.
Sacked.
They was getting sacked and ate up. I give it to them. Their program is doing the best.
Oh man, that coach, he's my vote for coach of the year right now.
He really deserves it. He done came a long way to bring him up.
Now, what's your next game, man? Tell me about your next game.
One of mine is another upset alert that did happen. Houston and Kansas State. How? That was just a howl. This is a howl. Y'all literally lost to Houston. Kansas State, y'all was set to win this game.
That's their fourth win of the season.
So if this was your team, you lost money today.
I know you did.
You mad? That's on you. Hope you went to the Indian gas stations and got you something to feel better.
Man, this was terrible because, look, y'all just won last week against y'all in-state rival Kansas.
Yes.
And y'all have 7 wins on the season. Houston, this was their 4th win of the season.
4th win and 5 losses.
4-5.
Come on, they got more losses than anything, and you let them walk up on you. That's what happened. It came. All y'all teams, I keep thinking, oh, I'm playing. It's easy game. I got this. It's always a dark horse waiting on you.
Exactly. You got to think. They know, look, I'm not going to the playoff, but I can ruin your season. Man.
Yeah, I can ruin your season. That's all I need and everything. But Kansas State came out hitting hard. First half, 3 points. Houston, 0. Second half, Kansas State was still up in points. 13 points they made. Houston only scored 10 of it. But that last half, thing about it is they were still up. Kansas was up in the third. And they stopped Houston from scoring. But that fourth quarter, they came back. They had a comeback kid story. They deserved that one. 14 points and 0 Kansas. Kansas got held down to 0 in one whole quarter. It was theirs. They took Kansas, bent them over, smacked them cheeks with that switch, and kept it going.
Look, I don't know what to say for y'all, Kansas. All I know is if there's a rematch between y'all and a certain team in the Big 12 championship game, give me them buffs. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take them as. And the thing is, Kansas State had better passing yardage, but they lost the run game. Houston was on them in the run game.
And that's probably a good running team. That quarterback can run too.
They do a threat. So they probably was that. But the thing is, okay, Houston had a fumble, and Kansas State still lost. You did not make use of that possession that you got
at all.
But Kansas threw 2 interceptions. But I bet the 2 interceptions was in that last half.
Probably.
That last quarter. That's how they got 14.
It was crucial.
That's how they got that 14.
Man, I got to talk about another matchup. By the way, speaking of the Big 12, Texas Tech didn't come to play with them Iowa State boys. They pulled the upset out by 1 point, 23-22.
They was not. They got it on them. They did not. It was a barely skin of their teeth. They got upset it. You know how mad that locker room is? You barely. They hit that 2-point on them.
Yeah, you know the last time
they did that 2-point on them.
7-0?
Yes, it's been a.
I know it's been a long time.
Long time, but think about it, they was undefeated till now. They was expected to go in their division. They're still going. But
they still in the hunt. I'll say this Iowa State. It ain't all lost because, look, it's a bunch of teams that look bad. See, Georgia look awful this season. Texas doesn't look like they didn't know what they were doing.
Texas don't know what they're doing. Georgia still.
Oregon, I know y'all still undefeated. I remember that game against Idaho.
Miami is walking on a tightrope.
Yeah, they
skinny tightrope.
Now they out there pulling tricks off, but hey, when them tricks gonna run out?
When you run all of them, run out that bag. Your bag of trips done. But the stats all around was even. I'm surprised Texas Tech literally stepped up in this game. In their pass record, they stepped up in their rushing yardage. It was just a good game. Texas Tech still had 2 interceptions thrown to Iowa's 1. So that interception really almost cost them the game.
Yeah, that fumble too.
Almost cost them, and that cost them the game probably. That will cost them that game.
And look, they let y'all go up the field. Cause look, 10 penalties for 84 yards. They basically marched y'all up the field.
Yeah, just let y'all go. Like you said, strategic, right through the field. Right through the field.
Man. There was some balls out there. I know some people upset. We talking about again disappointed me today. Them Ole Miss Rebels, man.
And
they went to Razorback Stadium.
Spanking.
Boy, they smoked them hard.
Oh, boy, they put that switch up on them. Boy, I said them YNs put that switch up on them right there. They were not playing. But
they brought the smoke and they said, hey, we having Razorback tonight.
Yeah, fresh cut Razorback on a hot plate and a biscuit on the side.
How are you at home and let us team score 28 on you in one quarter and 21 in the very next quarter?
Y'all got some fair weather fans too.
Hey, if I
y'all got some fair weather fans, boy.
I would have left too.
Them fans left. There was only one guy left. Crazy thing about it. There was only one guy left doing it, and that was it. And I gave him support to the team, but that was it. But that's all I got to talk about on the games for me.
I just got one more to talk about because this video is getting kind of long, you guys, but there was a lot going on this weekend. Another upset. Minnesota beat Illinois. Illinois, yeah, y'all going to be at the top 24.
Yeah, y'all going. Say la vie. Bye-bye.
And that means Vandy going to be back in there.
Vandy, I can say it, but they actually deserve it this year.
They deserve it, man.
They deserve to be it. They deserve it. They didn't surprise me. They hung with Texas.
And I'm looking forward to them next game that Vandy got, man. I really am because, hey, a game to watch out for, especially because they upset today. Watch that game versus them in South Carolina. That's going to be a good
really
one right
good
there.
Game.
That's going to show who won
will
it.
South Carolina win that one? That's going to be a really good game on that one.
And LSU after that, and finish off with Tennessee.
It's going to be something good on that.
But, hey, that's all we got for today, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let us know which upset surprised you the most, and did your team lose today?
Did you lose any money? Go ahead. I know you don't want to say it. You probably ain't going to say it. Did you lose any money from it? Because I would have. I had betted on one team, but they lost. So I would have lost, but I didn't shake. So I got saved today. Not so many of y'all probably didn't. But this Solo signing out.
With JD.
This is King's Court.
There is no excuse.
You are the excuse.